Alright, here we're going back again. This time after unplugging the making sure the microphone is plugged in this time, so now we can do this right. Alright, here we're going here. Now, basically we're going to do two, I believe, talks about different conferences. Sony's from 2018 and then Square's from 2019, I think. But whatever the case is, Sony's and Square's, because I got my pictures from Sony and Square in here. So we're gonna go through and yeah, I'll make sure to keep things focused on that. Might try to show off a few other things, but we'll see. Let's see here, depending on what they are. Let's go here. Okay, so now we have one of basically Sony's last press conference, E3 press conference so far, was because of this thing, because of had problems. One of the big problems was they didn't really focus on games. Now they are focusing on games a lot more than they used to. So yeah, here we go. Now they had the banjo guy, and he was kind of cool. Then he was trying to help with the atmosphere of The Last of Us 2, and yeah, a few things that try to help the atmosphere of The Last of Us 2. No, The Last of Us 2 trailer kind of caused problems. Yeah, it did cause problems. And then, of course, for The Last of Us 2, so my gosh, that was issues. So let's go. Let's see here. Next, yeah, they should have just had the event in the main Sony building and should not have gone out of that. Not have gone out in the main Sony building. That would make things so much easier. But they were. It looks really cool building, but yeah, the way they did things messed things up a lot. Let's go. So instead of having the people in one location, they had them in another location, and basically while they were moving everybody, they had a 10 to 15 minute long conversation here. These guys are talking about the different things they saw or we're going to see and things like that. So I was looking at that like, oh my gosh, that's yeah, that was definitely. Thankfully I saw it on YouTube, so I was just able to fast forward through it because I didn't want to see that. I want to see the games. So sure everybody else wanted to see the games too. So let's go. So yeah, they had him in this church, this church building looking place, and yeah, then they had to move everybody out of there into the other place, and that was just ridiculous. Caused all those problems. And okay, well then they had Ghost of Tsushima, which looks really cool. But before they had Ghost of Tsushima, they had this guy playing a flute. Now it was actually kind of interesting to see him play it. He looked really cool in his costume, and the flute looks really cool. And it sounds okay, but yeah, there was issues. It was definitely performances like that were definitely kind of slowing things down and delaying stuff. And then there was these people were not involved in E3 at all. Their name starts with an S, so I gotta go find some other people. Find the rest of the things. So I think we'll talk about Square Enix in a second. But I'll pause and get over to them as soon as I can. Oh yeah, I forgot. They have Spider-Man PS4 over there, and it looks like a really cool game, and it is a really cool game. It's like one of the best Spider-Man movies I've ever seen in a very long time. I really want to see that. Yeah, I gotta see. Basically, I do want to play the game, and because there's the that was a Miles Morales DLC looking really good. So I have to check that out. It looks really nice. So yeah, that game was really cool. You should definitely check it out because there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Not someone animated, so it's really cool. It's really cool to see them doing cool stuff. So see you guys. Basically now we're gonna go into Square, I believe. So let's go. I'll be right back. And we're back again. Okay, cool. So we're at Square Enix, talking about Square Enix stuff. Let's continue on here. Square Enix, I think 2019. Yeah, they did a really good job. In my opinion, they both Square and Nintendo did amazing stuff. So let's show this stuff off. Yeah, the Final Fantasy VII remake, of course, looks really good. Hanging out, Cloud looks really good, and I like the fighting style, the art, the fighting style. They looks very much like Star Ocean second story, Star Ocean to the end of time. Very nice. You can slow things down, and you can basically pause the action and then go through your menus and figure out what you're going to do next. So it looks really cool. Yeah, Barrett doing stuff too, shooting things all over the place. It looks really nice. Like seeing him run around and shoot things. Because, he can hit things from far away. Cloud can't. So it's really nice to see different characters doing different things. Of course, Eris is in here, looking really nice. It's really sad. Yeah, basically, I'm not looking forward to seeing that scene with her and Sephiroth, but that's part of the game. So there you go. She looks really cool here, so that's good. And Tifa looks really cute and really nice and cute and everything, and she's punching things out like that. It was really nice to see her doing that. Saw her in Spirits Within, Final Fantasy, not Spirits Within, Final Fantasy Advent Children, and it was awesome to see her just being able to just do all kinds of cool stuff, looking kind of like Spider-Man. She's basically on the wall, getting on the wall and stuff. It was really cool. And then you have Barrett's daughter looking very cute, very cute and stuff. Really nice to see her and everything. You have Tifa punching things. It was really nice. And Sephiroth smiling. Sephiroth here looking really cool, but him smiling is never a good thing because, of course, that means something bad's about to happen, I'm sure. But yeah, there we go. Then you have characters from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. They made a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles remake for Switch, I think. I think. Yeah, so you can put that on there, and it was really cool. It's cool to see all these races back again, the Lilties and the Lilties, and the basically Hobbit type peoples, and the more wilder Ranger Hobbit type people, and then of course the Ukes were kind of like Gungans in armor. It was really cool to see all of them back together, running around doing stuff. And of course, looking forward to seeing more Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles games or something. It'd be really nice. So let's see how that works out. And of course, Octopath Traveler, looking cool. And someone called it an excellent homage to RPGs that defines the genre. Jewel Shockers, 90 out of 100, very nice. Yeah, Octopath Traveler is really cool. Very Saga Frontier style. Because there's several different characters you play as with all kinds of different backstories and stuff. It looks really cool. I like that. I want to see more stuff like that. Speaking of which, what else we got? The Last Remnant remaster. I don't know much about that one. Dragon Quest Builders looks cute. With the cute characters and everything, looks really nice. Dragon Quest. This other Dragon Quest game looks really cool too. Really cool too. With different characters going around doing stuff. All the old school stuff going on over here. Dragon Quest. It goes over Elusive Age. Very nice. 9. What looks at X and I. Or maybe 11. No. I don't know. Wait. X plus 1. I think is 9. I think. I don't know. It's 10. Unless it's before. IX I think is 9, I think. Kingdom Hearts 3, remastered. Shadowbringers looks good. Shadowbringers Final Fantasy. This is Dying Light 2, yeah. And this one I thought was Dragon Quest, but it's not actually. It's Romancing Saga 3 or Romancing Saga or something. Yeah, the Saga games are looking really good as usual. Because this basic were Saga Frontier, I think, and Saga. Probably Saga Frontier and probably Xenosaga, things like that came from. So it was really cool to see these games in action, looking really cute. Very Chrono Trigger, Breath of Fire 3 like. Not Breath of Fire 3, Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. Final Fantasy looking. Sort of Scarlet Grace, definitely some Chrono Trigger looking stuff in there. Very nice. And then of course the newer stuff looking really good too. War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Revexius, very nice. These guys are going to go fight this weird alien thing. Very nice. The Outriders, looking very nice too. And the girl's all shocked by something, And then it's like, you have these characters trying to do stuff, running around in this RPG, shooting all this cool stuff, shooting all these bullets and things. It's really cool. And there were people that were not liking how many RPGs there were in Sony's press conference, but I'm like, okay, there's Sony, not Sony, Square Enix's press conference. I'm like, Square Enix, what do you expect? That's what they like doing, and that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. It's really cool. Because when they're all different kind of things. Oni Naki looks really good. Final Fantasy, I think H remastered looks really good. And then they had the Avengers. They had the Avengers game that looked really cool, even though they did not have the likenesses of the characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It still looks really cool. It looks really cool. So it looks like a very interesting story. I do want to see it, see how that stuff works. Play that game, different characters hanging out. It's really nice. So I look forward to playing the game. Let's see here. That was Star Ocean. Okay, so then I have my Star Ocean. That was the end of the press conference, but I have some Star Ocean picks I want to show off as well. So I'm going to show them off. I really would like to see them do more Star Ocean stuff. It'd be nice. The girl, says, I can't make up my mind at the bread shop in that one Click. I call it Click. They were one place that was destroyed by the earthquake and flood. They have everybody in a Ashton and Presses and Rena and Leon in the mines of Hurl, or Hurley, whatever you want to call them, fighting a panther lizard. Nice. And they continue to fight the Panther Lizard. Ash should maybe might get hit with that mine cart. You have them fighting the goat guys, and that's definitely tough stuff. If you're not leveled up enough. And then of course you have this one clip, the one part that I always sing somewhere out there from American Tail with, because it just is like the song is. He's Claude misses his family, so he's trying to use his communicator to communicate with them. And it's not working. And I was just like, oh, you can't see that. Like somewhere out there, someone's in a prayer that we'll find one another in that big somewhere out there. And then it's like, you see stars, even though I know how very far apart we are, I still might be wishing on the same bright star, And when the night wind starts to sing a lonesome lullaby, it's helpful to think that we're sleeping underneath the same big sky, kind of. So it was really fun to see that. Yeah, that was a fun one. What's that here? Oh yeah, that's Picard, right? And then of course the explosion from the Lacor Hope. That was a really cool moment there. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because it destroyed all those monsters. But, who knows how much radiation was released from that? I don't know, but still, they destroyed those monsters. That's really cool. And then of course you have them all, Precious and Rena and Leon and Ashton, about to fight some enhanced enemies there. So it's really cool to see that. And then it was Star Trek Picard. Star Trek Picard, I already talked about that, and yeah, boy, it could have been better than it was, but they had some good moments. So that looks like it's about it for my Square and Sony talk about E3 2019 to E3 2018. So yeah, all in all, I thought they were amazing. Sony had some amazing stuff. Square definitely had some amazing stuff. Oh my gosh. All those games looks really cool. I look forward to seeing them and playing them someday. Well, I get the systems for them and stuff. It's gonna be great. So on to the next ones. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube, Even Art.